Hey, it's Paul, and today we're going to talk about the 3 reasons that I hike alone. Hey, this is Paul, and today we're going to talk about the 3 reasons I like to hike alone. I've been asked many times, Paul, why do you hike alone? Isn't it dangerous? Don't you get lonely? And the answer to both of those questions are yes, it can be dangerous, and yes, it can get lonely. But I find more benefits to hiking alone that outweigh those 2 negatives. So, the top 3 reasons that I hike alone. First reason, and most important to me, I can hike when I want to. I like to hit the trails early in the morning, usually 6, 7 in the morning. If I'm on the trail after 7, I feel like I'm late and I just don't feel comfortable on the trail. I like to start early in the morning, get to the trailhead early. You get plenty of parking spaces. You don't have to walk a mile to get to the trailhead, and then start hiking. Why add a mile or two to your hike before you start hiking? The other thing is, the earlier you hike, the more time you have to stop and enjoy the scenery. Also, it gives me time to make up for any errors that I make in my hike. There have been times where I've missed an intersection on a trail, and I went, mile and a half, mile and a half out of my way. So went an hour and a half that direction, wrong direction. Now I've got to come back. So starting early allows me to make up for that type of error. The second reason I like to hike alone is that I get to choose the hike that I want. I don't have to think about the skill level of the person that I'm hiking with. That sometimes gets to be a little difficult. What I find is easy or difficult is going to be different from somebody else. And I want to make sure that if I do hike with somebody, that I'm not putting them out. Either I'm not choosing a hike that's too difficult for them, or worse, a hike that's too easy for them. Really easy hikes aren't all that fun. I like to challenge myself. I like to get huffing and puffing. So that's kind of difficult, trying to figure out what is an appropriate hike for the person that I'm hiking with. So that's another reason I like to hike alone. Now, the third reason that I hike alone is that I get to hike at my own pace. Everybody's got their own pace that they like to hike at. There are days where I'll get flying, and about a mile into the hike, I have to remind myself it's marathon, not a sprint, and I get huffing and puffing. I have to remind myself, slow down. There are times where I might be going slower in the morning or during the hike because I'm tired. I've had a long hike a couple of days earlier and I'm still recovering. So trying to find a partner that's going to have that same pace where I don't slow them down, or I'm not hiking too fast for them, or vice versa. That tends to be a little difficult. So that's why I like to hike alone. If you hike alone, tell me the reasons you hike alone. Are they similar to what I have? Have you come up with a different set of reasons? I'd love to hear your rationale for hiking alone. Or why don't you hike alone? Is it because you're afraid to hike alone as to getting hurt? Things like that. Leave a comment so we can start a conversation. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe so you can see more. And of course, click that little bell so that you'll be notified of videos as I put them up. Share with your family and friends. So this is Paul signing off, hoping to see you on my next travel through the wilderness and the fun of New Hampshire. Have a great day.